I already have Stencyl open, and I've created a couple levels. Now one of them is kind of long, but the issue is when I play it, the camera doesn't follow Mambo. So there's more level over here, but I can't see it. So I don't want to be limited to just this little bitty section. If we look on my scene designer, I have a lot more to the level before I get to when I'm using a sort of an endpoint. So how do I fix that? So to do this, we're going to have to go into the events editor, and we're going to need to add an event. And there's probably more than one way to do this, but the way that I have found works pretty well is if we just tell it every n seconds. So this is basically going to be an always, and we're going to make this very frequent, so every 0.01 seconds, which is more than 30 frames per second, so it should look pretty smooth. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Scene and View, and right here I have some options for the camera, and that's what I want to do. So this one right here, Move Camera Center to Actor, is what I'm looking for. So then I can click this, and I can choose the actor, which I want Mambo. And now if I play it, that's all I have to do. Now, once I get past halfway of that opening scene, the camera will start to follow Mambo around. Now, one issue with this, and I mean not really an issue, but just something to be aware of, if I go to my next level, and I go past halfway, the camera is not following Mambo. And that is because this little bit of visual programming I just did is only for this level. I would have to do the same thing for the next level, which means that you can have different levels work different ways. You could have some where the camera is static. You could also have some where maybe the camera moves a little bit by little bit in increments. Or you could have somewhere where it gets to a certain point and then the camera moves over a chunk. So there's different things that you can do with this by having it focus not on the player but instead on the level.